lost my kidney. Climbing Kilimanjaro! On Wednesday, June 26th, I'm going to be giving my kidney to a stranger. A question I've been asked a lot throughout this process is, why do you want to do this? And that's a fair question. You know, why would you go through a surgery and give up an organ for somebody that you don't even know? And my answer to this is multifaceted, because it wasn't just a spontaneous decision that I wanted to donate my kidney. It was more so a culmination of events in my life and experiences that led up to this decision. So firstly, when I was in middle school and high school, I got really interested in medicine, and that's when I wanted to be a doctor. And I'm applying to medical school right now, so wish me luck. So I kind of already had this background in medicine. In college, I majored in biology, pre-med. Right now, I'm pursuing a master's in medical science, so I understand a good amount about the human body. And then also, from a young age, I loved doing community service. When I was in high school, I was in Key Club. I did sports medicine on a volunteer basis. And in college, I was in Circle K, which is the college version of Kiwanis. Throughout my college career, I went on 6 medical missions in South and Central America. One that really stood out to me was Guatemala, because 10 years prior to when I volunteered, their whole healthcare system that was funded by the government shut down. So prior, it used to be government funded, and then that stopped, and so doctors and nurses were working for free. Anyone who was still working was basically just volunteering to help people out of the goodness of their own hearts, and that really struck me. I found that all of the staff and doctors that I was working with were so selfless and so generous to be giving up their time and energy for nothing in return to help those in their community. So fast forward to about 8 months ago, I have this medical background a little bit. I have a background in community service, loving to help people, and I come across a photo on my Facebook page. It wasn't anything that one of my friends shared. It was kind of like one of those viral pictures, but essentially it was the back of a truck, and it said something along the lines of, please call this number, we need a kidney for, and then it said the name of a young girl, but then it was crossed out and it said, thank you, donor name, you saved my daughter's life. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. You could give your kidney to somebody. You don't necessarily have to know them. Previously, I knew about organ donation post-mortem, and I was always an organ donor on my driver's license, but I didn't fully consider the fact that you can live with one kidney, and you don't necessarily have to know somebody who has kidney disease in order to help someone. Seeing that picture was the final kind of push to make the decision that I want to donate my kidney to somebody.
When Ellie informed me that she was intending to donate a kidney last October, which is 2023, I did have some concerns, and those were her health, because she has Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And so my question was for her if she had spoken to her doctors to see if that was advisable. And then of course I wanted to know a little bit more her thought process and why she wanted to do it.
I was a little bit surprised that Ellie wanted to do something that extreme to help other people, but not all that surprised that, she's always wanted to help other people with blood donations and things like that, so this is another step up from that. So we're both concerned about her health issues, but otherwise I'm all for her doing that.
First, when she told me she was going to donate her kidney, I thought she was kind of crazy.
When I first heard about it, it sounded like a really good idea. It was very, very thoughtful, very much from the heart. But it was also scary to think about. It's an elective surgery, and something that, while it's fairly non-invasive as far as that type of surgery can go. It still does involve going under. It's a scary thought at first. Certainly something that took me a little bit to get around.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm one of Ellie's longtime friends since our days at Carroll College. And when I found out that she wanted to be a living kidney donor, I was surprised at first. It was kind of a shock because you don't hear very many people who donate unless it's to a friend or a family member. And I got over that surprise pretty quickly, and it didn't surprise me too much because she is such a selfless individual. And I think it's just such an amazing gift that she's given to someone, and I'm glad I've gotten to see her journey from start to finish.
My first impression when Ellie told me she was going to donate her kidney, my first thoughts was just how huge of a saint she is. I mean, she just has a heart of gold. I mean, she will literally just set her mind to something and then she'll just stop whatever she's doing and reach that goal, and whatever that goal is, she just reaches it, and it's just amazing. I mean, the amount of determination and persistence that she has is just amazing. So I was not even shocked or surprised.
So I started researching it, and the first step was to sign up with National Kidney Registry. So I had to fill out a health questionnaire, put my personal information, and pretty much right away they responded. They said, your health questionnaire looks fine, there's no like glaring issues, we're gonna send some labs for you to go get done. So I went to a local lab, and the first thing was just a blood draw, and those all came back looking good. So the next step was to pick a donor center. And so because I live pretty close to Seattle, I picked one in Seattle, and they sent some more labs for me. And this was all around November 2023. After that, I had some more blood work done, and I had a phone call with one of their nurses to go over all of my medical history, my family history. They definitely want to make sure that firstly you're healthy enough to lose a kidney and still be okay after that, but also that you don't have any risk factors in your family history, social life, not a smoker, not a heavy drinker, things like this. It's a pretty scrutinizing process, which it should be. You shouldn't just be able to give up your organ without anyone blinking an eye. So I definitely had to go through like a lot of testing. And then after that, it was December 2023, I had a kidney ultrasound, and I had to collect my urine for 24 hours in a jug, which sounds kind of gross, but it's really not that bad. Brought that back to the lab, had more blood draws. And then in January, they got back to me and they said, everything looks pretty good except for your iron. My iron was kind of low, it was a little bit anemic, and so they wanted me to work on that. So I started taking my iron pills a little bit more religiously, eating iron-rich foods, having vitamin C, and I stopped donating blood for a couple months because I think that's really what was depleting my iron stores. I was giving blood every 2 months on a schedule, but my body needed some time to build my iron back up. So a couple weeks later, I got more labs, and it showed that my iron was improved, and the transplant center called me and they wanted to schedule the full day for like workup. So I went in, and it's like a whole deal because they want to make sure that you're understanding the consequences of donation, the risks of surgery. They want to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and that you understand that if you're a non-directed donor like I am, that you may never meet your recipient, which I was prepared for, but I could see why that information could make other people a little bit hesitant if they like really wanted to meet the person that they're giving their kidney to. But I was okay with not knowing. I also met with the surgeon and the nurse coordinator, and they went over the procedure with me, and then also a nephrologist. They want to talk to you about kidney health, make sure your kidney health is good, your kidney function is good, what to look out for after the surgery, things like that. Also, I got an EKG and make sure my heart was working good. I got a chest x-ray, and I got a CT of my abdomen and my kidneys for the surgeon to look at. And so I was just waiting for the phone call to say, yes, you're approved or not. The whole committee has to meet and they discuss whether they think you're a fit candidate or not. And I was really hopeful. I thought everything looked really good. Nobody said anything that was red flag to me. But then I got a call from the nurse coordinator and she said, I'm sorry, you're not quite approved because we'd like you to lose weight. And that was pretty disappointing for a couple of reasons. Firstly, they knew my weight before all of the testing. I entered it into one of the questionnaires, so that was too bad because I feel like they could have brought that up sooner. And also, I felt like it wasn't that big of a deal, and essentially, because all my labs were really good, and I have an active lifestyle and I have a great diet. I eat really well. And in my experience and what I've read, a better predictor of health is your labs and your activity habits, eating habits, more so than just weight alone or just BMI alone. I don't think those are very good predictors of health. They haven't really been traditionally. And I have Hashimoto's. If you don't know, Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an autoimmune condition where your body attacks your thyroid and then it doesn't function as well as it's supposed to. So I take thyroid hormone as a pill in the mornings, so it does make it a bit more difficult to lose weight. And I didn't feel like I was so overweight that I wasn't going to be healthy, because I was already very healthy and my weight has been stable for a long time. So that was pretty disappointing to say the least. And I do understand that it wasn't supposed to be offensive or anything, that they truly are looking out for your health. The donor team and the recipient team are totally separate because it needs to be ethical. And it's true that if you are obese, you have a higher risk of hypertension and type 2 diabetes. And when you lose a kidney, your risk factor for hypertension and type 2 diabetes also goes up. But my blood pressure is great. My A1C was great. My blood glucose levels are great. So I really didn't feel like my weight was that much of a factor in my health that I shouldn't be approved. So what I decided to do was go to another center, because each transplant center has their own criteria. And so I decided to look at one in Portland, the next closest. And so they were really awesome, and they had me just send over all of my labs that I already had done. I had another donor day with them, but I didn't have to repeat all of the scans. I only had to give some blood, I think a urine test, and meet with their surgeon and their nurse coordinator and one of their social workers. And I just got a totally different vibe from the staff. They were a lot more willing to kind of look at me as a whole person instead of just my weight or just my BMI. They saw that I was a healthy person and that it should not be a problem that I'm just a couple pounds overweight. So after that, I got a call the next week that I was approved to be a kidney donor, and that was really exciting. And so the next step was to draw my blood for HLA matching. So that's when they take your blood and they match it against everybody on the transplant list who's waiting, and they say who is going to be your best match, where is your kidney going to thrive and probably not get rejected because you guys match. And so there's lots of different lists. It's not just one list. So some of it also depends on the geographic area, because they don't want your kidney flying really far away if that isn't necessary. And in a twist of irony, my kidney is actually going back to the hospital that rejected me the first time, which is pretty hilarious. So I'm going all the way down to Portland to donate my kidney for my kidney to go back to Seattle. God's funny like that. Then after that, I got my surgery date scheduled, and I had a few more labs blood labs that I had to send in the mail for National Kidney Registry and for the recipient hospital. Just double check everything, make sure everything's good, those pre-op serologies. And on Wednesday, it's surgery day. I consider myself really, really lucky and blessed that I personally do not know what it's like to have end-stage renal disease, but for the 100,000 plus people waiting on the transplant list to receive a kidney, know that it is not fun. You have to be on dialysis because your kidney's main function is to filter your blood and take out things that are toxic to us and excrete them in the urine. But when your kidneys are not functioning, you have to rely on a machine to do that for you. And so that's really why I wanted to do this, was to give someone more freedom so that they could enjoy the fruits of this life as much as I have. And I've been really lucky to do so many cool things in my life, and I really want that for somebody else. And it doesn't matter to me that I don't know them, because I truly believe that everyone deserves equitable access to quality healthcare, and everybody deserves to enjoy their life and have freedom and choose what they want to do. My whole main reason for sharing this experience and this journey with the internet is because I just really want to increase awareness of living organ donation. I think maybe I would have done this sooner if I had known more about it, and maybe inspire one of you to consider doing it yourself. It's a pretty unique thing. Only about 400 people in the United States are non-directed kidney donors every year. So it's not super common, but I think it'd be a wonderful thing if it became a little bit more common.
Good morning. We had to get up really early and get ready to go to the hospital. It's surgery day. I'm in the intake area. This monitors my temperature. I got my IV and I'm just waiting for the anesthesiologist to come talk to me and the surgeon, and then they're gonna take me back, and the next time I see you I'll just have one kidney. Dude, where's my kidney? I'm just kidding. The surgery went really well and they are sending it to the recipient. Good morning. So, the day after surgery, yesterday, I did have a good amount of pain, I'm not gonna lie, but we got it under control with some IV pain meds, and I did pretty good overnight. I've been getting and walking a little bit, hitting all the goals that they had for me, so looks like I'm gonna be able to be discharged today and spend the rest of the day on the overnight in the hotel.
So the last time you saw me, I was still in the hospital. I did get discharged the same day, the day after the surgery, and then I spent the night in the hotel. Thanks to my mom for driving me and taking care of me when I was recovering. Now it's 4 months later and I'm completely recovered. I'm glad to say that everything went really well. I did have pain that first week, but luckily I was able to get off the narcotic within 3 days. Most of my pain was in my flank, my left flank, where they took the kidney out, and then also the lower incision across my lower belly. It's kind of like a C-section scar, but smaller, but they do have to go through the muscles, so I was pretty sore for a while that was healing. So I just had to be really careful when I was like turning over in bed and stuff to avoid that like searing white hot pain that I would get if I engaged those muscles too much. And then probably one of the most annoying pains was, so it was a laparoscopic procedure. They have to like inflate your whole abdomen with air so that they can see what they're doing and move around the arms of the robot and stuff. And so I had a lot of trapped gas, and that was pretty painful for a while, and I tried loads of different remedies, but the thing that helped the most was just waiting for that to dissipate. And after that I was pretty comfortable. I just had soreness for a while, but I was walking straight away after surgery. I had a little bit of nausea the first day, but that subsided as the anesthesia wore off, and yeah, I'm just super grateful. Everything went really well. I still don't know anything about the recipient, but that's okay. I hope they're doing well. A big thank you to my friends and family for being so supportive throughout this process, and especially my mom, because she is taking such good care of me.
So now that Ellie has donated her kidney and her recovery was really, really great, you know, I would recommend it to other people that are considering the same thing, if their health allows for it. It's a very generous thing to do.
It was a long process to go through, that's for sure. There was a lot to it in the beginning with all of the pre-screenings, and of course the one hospital that didn't like Ellie for some reason, but it was nice to know that they really took all of those things into consideration at the second hospital, did a good job looking at the risk factors and understanding if it's a good thing for Ellie to have gone through. And in the end, they did a great job preparing her for it and helping know all the things as far as the procedure itself and how to move after that. And though I wasn't there personally for the recovery process, it sounded pretty straightforward as far as it goes, pretty much as they said it was going to be, with the pain levels and with the weight restrictions, but slowly coming back to normal. And it was really good to hear through phone talking and different types of communication than just seeing her in person, how it all went around and how she recovered.
And she recovered pretty fast. I was kind of surprised. She was back to like regular health faster than I think what they said was going to be her recovery time.
And she's been preparing to do the climb with James, the Mount Kilimanjaro, and she leaves tomorrow, and I think she's as prepared as she can be. She's already climbed, well, not to the top of Everest, but to base camp of Everest, and that's a similar situation.
We're certainly happy the operation went successfully and she's healthy again and fit enough to go on an adventure like this.
When Ellie suggested climbing Kilimanjaro, it was not out of character for her, but it was pretty wild. She's already done Everest Base Camp, of course, so I have no concerns about her doing it. But then you take into consideration she did go through a major procedure, and losing a kidney isn't something to sneeze at. So it's certainly going to be important to take care of her and keep up with her, but that's not the reason why I came. I came because I would love to do an adventure like this. I haven't really had the opportunity to do something like this, and doing it with my girlfriend, it's tough to imagine something more awesome.
I'm impressed that she climbed Mount Kilimanjaro 4 months post-op. Like, what the heck, girl? Like, what are you thinking? Like, this is someone who will just do anything for anyone. She will just be there to put a smile on your face, to make you laugh, to make sure you are okay. And it's just amazing how she just goes out and goes on these incredible adventures and these journeys that just blows my mind all the time. And it just makes me so blessed to have her as my friend. I am just speechless that she was 4 months post-op after her surgery. I mean, it's just amazing, and I'm so glad that it went well, that she healed good, and just she's had all the right doctors. And I mean, I don't have much advice, but if someone wants to go far and beyond by traveling or donating an organ or whatever it may be, and it may seem impossible. Well, it is possible. So I just want to let people know that even when something seems so impossible to do, it's possible. And that person that just fits all of those check marks is Ellie. I mean, just hands down, she will throw down anything and will go and do all these crazy adventures. She's already done 7 continents. I mean, who has time for all that? That's just amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
I think she's even crazier for that than originally donating her kidney. She's pretty wild, not gonna lie. But, you know, that's my sister, I guess. Well, I hope her other kidney doesn't give out now that she only has one. But I think she'll be fine. She's proven to be pretty good and strong, so.
So, you might wonder, what does kidney donation have to do with climbing Mount Kilimanjaro? So pretty early on in the process, I found out that a lot of living kidney donors go on to climb Mount Kilimanjaro to spread awareness for living kidney donation and just show that you can live a healthy and active life after you donate a kidney. You can live active and healthy with just one kidney. So when God put it on my heart to donate my kidney, that was an easy yes. I was like, yeah, I want to help someone. That's awesome. What a cool opportunity. But then when God asked me to also climb Mount Kilimanjaro, that was a harder yes. After I did Everest Base Camp, I was like, I'm never gonna do anything like that ever again. It was so hard. So I struggled with that a little bit within myself, but I came to the conclusion that God would not ask me to do anything that He knows I can't do. So whether I summit or not, praise God, because it's all part of His plan. So today is the day I leave. I'm getting ready to go on the flight. I'm so excited to see James after we've been apart for a while, and yeah, I'm just ready for the challenge. One of the ladies in my church group said to me that she heard this quote and it made her think of me, and it's that you have just enough light for the step that you're on. And I loved that. Like, whatever challenges you're going through, just live in the moment, and God is going to give you the strength that you need to get through each step at a time, just one step at a time. And I think I can do it. So I know God's going to be with me, and I can't wait to share how it goes.
Well wishes for Ellie on a healthy adventure, a safe adventure, and some time with James. I think that'll be really nice for them to have some time together, a couple weeks, doing something that's going to be challenging probably for both of them.
Yeah, hope she doesn't push James too much, because she's maybe a little more fit than he is now. So just let him have go at his own pace.
We're going to the airport. Thanks for driving me. You bet. And we brought Zaylee. Thanks for helping me train, Zales. Best personal trainer ever. Okay, I'm in the airport. I just had to check my bag, even though it was carry-on size. Qatar Airlines has some more restrictions than most airlines, but it's fine because now I don't have to carry it around. And I didn't need anything in there anyway, so all good. Now I'm heading to my gate. The lounge was pretty crowded, so I didn't want to film in there, but I had some really delicious lobster bisque and vegan carrot cake, which was really good. And I'm surprised they had a vegan pastry option, but it was good. Anyway, now I'm going to board my flight. I have a layover in Qatar, so I have a 14-hour flight and then an overnight layover. So I'll keep you posted on how the journey goes. Okay, I landed in Qatar. That was a pretty long flight, but it wasn't too bad. They gave us plenty of meals and snacks and drinks and good movies, and I read a book. I have 15 hours here until my next flight, so I'll probably see some of the lounges and try to sleep and
Yeah, they have sleep pods here and sleep lounges. So they have 2 that you can stay in for 3 hours each. So we'll see how they compare if I get to both of them. We'll see. This airport is beautiful. Look at all the lush green they have in here. I wouldn't mind spending the better part of a day in here. Might take a stroll through this inside forest garden. Okay, I went to one lounge and they said I could stay for 4 hours, so I did. Now it's like 10:30 and I'm gonna see if I can go to one of the sleeping lounges so I can get a proper nap. The other lounge was pretty nice. It was a little small, a little bit of a limited food selection, but they had pasta, so I was happy. There's the sleep lounge. Okay, this is what it looks like. I have to talk quietly because other people are sleeping. Some people get these little rooms. My priority pass got me in here. And I'm gonna not talk when I go in there, but you can see my little bed I get to have for 3 hours. Okay, I just got to take a 3-hour nap. It was pretty comfortable. And they had a place that you could charge your phone or something, so I plugged my phone in. I didn't ask if I could have used another visit on my priority pass to stay longer. Maybe I could have, but I did not ask. And when they say 3 hours, they mean it. And I figured I set an alarm. And not 30 seconds after my alarm went off, it was very nice. They came and knock, 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 checkout time. So yeah, they don't let you stay longer than 3 hours. Okay, I found out that the other sleep lounge only accepts priority pass during certain hours, and besides that you have to book. And it was expensive, so I was like, no, I'll pass. There's not really that many comfortable places to sit though. There's a couple like chairs that are like a little bit reclined, but you can only really lay on your back. Like I cannot lay on my side in them. So I'm gonna go back to the other lounge and see if they'll just admit me again. Hopefully they will. Good morning. Okay, I slept pretty good. My little nap pod. They did let me in a second time, which was super great. I have like an hour-ish before boarding. I brushed my teeth, so I'm gonna get some breakfast and then head to my gate. I'm on my next flight. Ready to go. Alright, finally at the Kilimanjaro airport. I just have to get through customs. Then I'll go to the hotel and James is already there. I can't wait to see him. Hi! Okay, we made it to the hotel. James got here before me, so he was waiting for me. And I took a much needed shower, and we're both pretty hungry. At least I'm pretty hungry, so we're gonna get some dinner. They sat us outside, and it's a very comfortable temperature, and no mosquitoes. Not bad. James is knocking on wood about the no mosquitoes. We'll see. When we get into the jungle, it might be a different story. Okay, our dinner came. This is what James got.
The chicken and chamsho.
It's a local dish. And I got the kingfish. Hope it's good. The bread was really good. James really liked his chicken dish. Sadly, my fish was pretty dry. I didn't finish it. But the mashed potatoes were good, and the veggies. And the bread. The bread was so good.
I don't know if it was because it was really good bread or because I was really hungry. James says it's probably a mix of both. Anyway, now we're really tired, so we're probably just gonna go to sleep.
Nap time.
Good night. Good morning. We had a good full night's sleep. The bed was a little bit firm, but after all the traveling, we were tired enough to just knock out. Now we're gonna go get some breakfast, and look at the view that we have. Everything is so green and lush. The courtyard is really pretty. Okay, let's go eat.
This was called.
We have a self-serve breakfast. There was lots of options. And look how pretty it is during the day. So green. The pool's over there. I don't know if we'll go swimming today.
Not hot enough yet.
No, not yet. It's very comfortable, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. We enjoyed some delicious breakfast. I had some coffee. James had some tea. And now we're just waiting for a representative from the climbing company to come, and they're gonna talk to us, I guess, about our gear. Maybe this is the time when we can rent our sleeping bags and stuff like that. And then later we're gonna have a briefing. So yeah, just waiting in the hotel lobby. When we were waiting, we saw this cool bird, so we wanted to come out and see it closer. I don't think you can see too much on the camera right now. But yeah, look at its cool like headpiece. I'm not sure what kind of bird it is. It's pretty neat. Wow. So I didn't know what the bird was, but I was like, is it a hornbill? Because Zazu in The Lion King is a hornbill. And James looked it up, and it is. What kind of hornbill was it?
It's a silvery-cheeked hornbill. And
We're so smart.
fun fact, that horn, although it looks like it could be pretty heavy, it's actually a honeycombed keratin, so it's really lightweight.
Good to know.
The mirror.
So we called them because no one was coming, and they decided, since we're in a group of 3 and the other guy hasn't shown up yet, that we're just gonna do it all together, the briefing at 4, so they're not coming right now, which is fine. We got to still see that cool bird. So we're gonna go back to our room and grab some stuff and then go out in the city and see some sights, I guess. There's Mount Meru. It's the 3rd tallest mountain in Africa. It's a little bit obstructed by the clouds. Okay, our first stop is the National Natural History Museum. It says it's about a 23-minute walk, and it's a beautiful day, so here we go. Bless you.
We take Kilimanjaro. Then we give him
We met a local friend who's telling us all about the area. So we reached the clock tower.
You know how many people live in Arusha?
How many?
So this represents the midpoint between Cairo and Cape Town.
So this part
It's the middle.
is uptown. Okay. When you go this is downtown.
He told us we should come in this museum all about Tanzanite, the mineral. He said it was free, so we're just trusting him. So we got to see a video of how they mine and refine the Tanzanite, and it's called that because it's only found here in Tanzania. It didn't say that I could take pictures in there, so I decided not to film, but we also got to see a replica of the shaft. They have to go 100 meters deep into the ground, which to me sounds scary, but that's pretty neat. It's a very beautiful stone. We already saw some monkeys, but these are bats.
When it's the winter time, they don't come here.
It's really hard to see them because it's so bright and so it's too dark down here, but
This one because here
all those moving things are
they
bats.
like to stay the place of noise.
We made it to the museum. A tortoise. Several.
So
also we have also big turtles. You ask me about
The pictures.
picture be free, no problem.
This plant responds to touch, and I tried it, and I was like skeptical, but no, it really does.
Now
Watch.
I can drink the water from the tap.
Look, it closes
When you
up.
drink water from the tap,
That's so crazy.
even the food.
Wow.
Because
The outside portion of the museum is showing us all the different plants. Some of them are medicinal and other local plants. This is an eagle. It was just doing a lot of talking. Oh, there. Look it. We got to come in here at the tortoises. They're so cute. Look at those ones on the move.
He's coming for us.
Hey, bud.
this one.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way, sir.
I'll move out.
So polite, turtle.
Is it only one at a time?
Go, go. These are African side neck turtles. I can see where the name came from.
Zanzibar is
This is the big one.
it's under the shadow.
Yeah. He's huge.
Wow. Take your picture there.
He's not moving a lot, but I did see him blink. And he's 160 years old. No wonder he got so big. Amazing.
Save me.
On the opposite end of the spectrum. We have a little teeny tiny tortoise.
Take it.
Look, show
Show you
yours.
two guys.
His isn't really moving.
A little sleepy.
Let me take you two guys.
James is getting this really beautiful hand-painted canvas artwork. Okay, we were pretty hungry, so we came to the After Cafe for lunch. The museum is pretty cool. I did not expect there to be like actually tortoises and stuff.
And a huge one.
And he was so big. That was pretty amazing. I don't think I've ever seen such a large tortoise in person. It was pretty cool. And yeah, that guy, he kind of played makeshift tour guide. He was really nice. He taught us a lot. He taught us a lot of different things and even told us some Swahili words. So we're gonna be all set for tomorrow. We're gonna be ahead of the game in our vocabulary. Yum! I'm getting my coffee fix, but it's nice and iced because it's a pretty warm day. And James got a frosty that's like fruit, so I'm not sure how that's different than a smoothie, but it was pretty tasty too. I got the fish and chips. It looks really good. I'm excited to try it. What'd you get, James?
It's a beef dish with some aioli sauce, kind of in like a waffle bread. I'm excited.
Yum. Our lunch was pretty good.
Tasty.
It was so good, James bringing some home. Now we're heading back to the hotel because we do have our briefing soon. So we'll actually get to meet our guide and the third person on our trek.
Excited.
Okay, so when they said gear check, they really meant it. We had to get out everything and show him all of our stuff to make sure we had the right things. And we passed. And except for like sleeping bag, but we already told him we were gonna rent one, so we're all good. We put down what we were renting, we showed him everything, and I guess some people just aren't prepared, so I think maybe it's good that they check. Now we're gonna go to our briefing. Okay, so we had our briefing and we met the other person. His name's Nathan. I don't know if he's gonna want to be in the vlog. I'll ask him. Yeah, I don't know. What do you have to say, James?
Gonna be a large group for us. There are 15 porters helping us out. There's gonna be one chef, 2 assistant guides helping out our main man Omari.
We are way outnumbered by like staff to guests, but it's because they have a limit on how much the porters can carry. and they have to carry a lot of stuff because they have to carry our tents and our cooking supplies and the toilet and all the food that we're gonna eat. So we're gonna have plenty of people helping us. So I'm excited to meet the whole team. We have to get up bright and early tomorrow, and we're gonna drive about 6 hours to get to the gates. So we're not gonna start hiking till the afternoon, sounds like. We got our duffel bags so we could get all packed up. Mine's all ready. James is pretty much ready. Woo!
Almost there.
Got dark really quick. Alright, we're back for dinner. The ambiance. It was somebody's birthday and they came and sang a song. It was way better than our birthday song. I was impressed. We finished dinner. I had spaghetti. James had the Mount Meru chicken wings.
Good stuff.
Clearly they were good because now they're gone. I think after this we're gonna head to bed because we have an early morning tomorrow. Good night.
Go.
Good morning. We're up bright and early. We're getting ready. We got our bags packed. We have what we want to keep at the hotel packed away. We're gonna go get some breakfast before we gotta meet everyone. We got all of our stuff. That's what we're gonna leave. Mine too. Front pack we're carrying. That pack our porter will carry. We're loaded up. We're ready to go. Woo! Oh my gosh. The amount of stuff I have on me right now is crazy. This is our guide, Omari. And these are some of the other folks on our team. We're just waiting for Mr. Nathan. He slept in a little bit. Oops. Alright, we're getting ready to get in the van. They have a little welcome celebration for us. How cute. Here's our sick ride for the next 6 hours. Oh, unexpected shower.
Last one for a while.
Welcome to our home for the next 6 hours. We stopped so they could pick up the lunch and some water for us. This is what it looks like. I'm sure it's gonna get more rural. I think it's gonna be a really pretty ride. Our guide said that we needed to pick out a team name, and I didn't know what to pick, but we thought about it a little bit. I was like, well, we're always smiling. What's the Swahili word for smiling? So we're Team Tabasamu, Team Smile. We stopped here for a little break so that the rest of the team could eat some breakfast.
And then we'll eat our boxed lunch in the van, I think. Okay, we got our boxed lunch. I have a veggie one, and James has chicken. We made it! Yay! We're not allowed to have any plastic inside the park, so they gave us these bottles and we had to fill up our bottles with them. And we're just getting ready and then we're gonna start going. Ooh, it's time! We're about ready to start. We're just waiting for the guide to finish the paperwork. Okay, here we go. We're starting the trek. Day 1. I did not expect to see coniferous trees, but there they are, evergreen. It's going good so far. It's pretty even terrain, pretty soft. There's monkeys. I can see one there.
Yeah, one's looking at us down in the tree.
I know.
Moving on.
This part is definitely steeper. We're working hard now.
That's probably.
Yeah. This is the first bridge. Woo! Oh, we've come so far. Good for us. Comes another bridge.
What's going on?
So here is a place where our porters they come to fetch water for cooking and drinking. Yes, it's nearby our tent. Where we're here.
Yay! Look, we made it!
He didn't make a joke.
Woo!
That was a lot.
Wow, that was tough. But we did it. Hooray! Now we get to relax. Yeah. Here's our tent. We have a whole operation. They're gonna give us a demonstration on how to use the toilet. I just took off my shoe and I guess you might be able to tell the trail is pretty dusty. But they're gonna bring us some washy water so we can get clean. So this is our washy water, as they call it. And it's actually warm. They warm it up. We're living in luxury.
In the morning.
We get to have tea and popcorn.
6? Okay.
Little pre-dinner snack. Oh, sorry. This is our dinner. We're having cucumber soup and toast as a starter. Now we're getting fish and vegetables, potatoes, and avocado salad. The dinner was so delicious. There was so much food though, I could not finish all of it. Anyway, we're probably just gonna go to sleep. We're pretty tired, so as soon as we figure out how to make this sleeping bag work.
Almost there.
You got it. Come on.
Oh, I need to zip it into the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
We're figuring it out.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good morning. It's day 2. We're just packing everything up before breakfast so that we can just start hiking when we finish eating. Wow, it's super bright this morning, nice and sunny. We're having porridge and fruit, and I'm having coffee. James got to have tea in the tent. They brought it right to him. It's so nice. They also brought me toast, yams, tomato, and fried banana. So yesterday we started from the beginning and came up here to Simba Camp. It was about 7 kilometers and we gained about 2,000 feet almost. It wasn't too hard, but my pack was way too heavy. They told me like, oh, bring all these layers, and I think maybe it is cold for them, but for me it still feels pretty hot, so I lightened my load and I feel much better. Today we're gonna go from here, Simba Camp, to Second Cave. They said it's about 8 kilometers, and I think we're gonna gain about 3,000 feet. They said 3 hours, but I always say it depends on how fast you are, so I'm not expecting any time. We're just gonna go slow. There's a little antelope over here. He's coming to wish us well. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Okay, so
Here we go. Pole pole, they say. And slowly, slowly. Which I like that. We're seeing a bit more of this rocky terrain today.
This we call mountain ascent or Atmos Afro. These local people, they use it as a stomach cure. They boil it and they drink like tea. Yeah.
Does it taste good?
Not really.
No.
Maybe you can try later.
Okay.
You'd see. So far so good?
Yeah.
You still in the game?
Mm-hmm.
So. And now it's immature, that's why it's green. But when it's become matured, it will be reddish in color. They are seasonal.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Are they used for something or just look?
Just look.
Just look.
No any uses.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Are you enjoy this, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a great guide on Kilimanjaro. We get explanation about the plant every step by step. That's good. Thank you.
It's a beautiful day.
Don't
Yeah.
forget to drink water.
Wow, that's good.
That's a nest for ants.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So normally they build that during rain season, just to avoid the mud and the water. Yes, that's the way they protect themselves.
Interesting.
Yes.
So that's made of dirt that they
Yes.
bring up?
Yes, they bring up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is an ant's nest.
that's so cool.
they bring like dirt and mud up there so that they can survive the rainy season. They don't like get whisked away by the water on the ground. So cool. Here we go. We're back at it. We're getting pretty close. We just have to get up there where the grass is yellow. We got it. This is the first cave. This is where the water buffalo come to lick the salt off of these rocks. But they only come early in the morning, so we missed them. Tents in the distance. Hope. We made it. Ooh, totally different up here at this camp. This is the second cave, and it's much colder. Plus, look at the fog. We're essentially in the clouds. Omar wants to be in the video. Yeah. Oh, there's no better feeling than knowing that you're done for the day and you can just relax. They're telling me lunch is ready, but I'm like, cool, but I think I need to like clean myself a little bit and get into some warmer layers first. Otherwise the sweat is gonna just stick to my body and make it cold. So that's my plan. I'm gonna change. They cleaned my shoes. So nice. Now I'm gonna eat some lunch. I think James was already eating, but I took a break. We're having carrot soup and pasta for lunch. A hot lunch, so fancy. We're really being spoiled here, aren't we, James?
It is nice. Today was tougher than the yesterday, for sure. It was a lot more noticeable, the elevation. Today was 8 kilometers. We stopped about halfway through, took a little rest. It was tough for me to get going after that again, but after a while I was good and we made it up here.
Yeah, it was harder. I'm glad I didn't have as much stuff in my bag. It was a lot lighter. I did start feeling a little nauseous, but when we took a break, I took some anti-nausea, and that worked really well. And then we finished the rest. Praise be to God, we made it. Lunch was delish. They feed us really well, and they try to get us to eat as much as possible because they want us to keep our energy up. And now we get to rest for a while until we're gonna have our briefing, and then we'll have some dinner. And then, yep, tomorrow's another day. Onward and upward. Okay, we took a little rest. We got the washy water, washed my face and hands, and now it's time for the tea and popcorn. I don't know if I should eat any popcorn because yesterday I filled up on popcorn and then I didn't have enough room for dinner, so.
I don't think we could ever have enough room for the dinner they want us to have.
No, they really want us to eat. They feed us well. No lack of food here. So over there's the second cave. That's why they call this camp Second Cave. Kind of a no-brainer there. But the fog has cleared away. We can see really far down. Look how far we've come. Good for us.
The left side is Kenya, and the right side is our same country, Tanzania.
Cool. We're gonna go check out the second cave. It's pretty similar to the first cave.
So that's why at the previous there is no big fort like this.
But nowadays, it's
So they said people used to sleep in here, but now it's prohibited because of these fault lines. The cave will collapse. So every morning and evening we get a health check. They check our oxygen and heart rate. And then we put if we're experiencing any of these symptoms. Luckily, I haven't. And that's how they make sure we're healthy. Tonight's dinner starter
Thank you.
is vegetable soup. For the main course, I have vegetable stew and mango salad and rice. And everyone has the same, except for they have chicken stew. Our dinner was delicious. They gave us some fried banana for dessert, but we dug in too fast. I did not film it, but it was so good I had to. Now it's time to go to bed, I think. We don't have to get up very early, only at 7, so who knows what we'll do in the morning. Maybe we'll see the sunrise. We'll get up a little early.
Lala Salama.
Good night, Lala Salama. Good morning. We got up at 6, so an hour before our wake-up call, so we had time to brush our teeth and get dressed and then relax before we got woken up and got our washi water. Now we're having breakfast. Beautiful spread, porridge, and different local dishes and toast, coffee. Our hike today is not super long, but it's a little steeper. It's only 3 kilometers. Once we get there, we'll have some lunch, and then we're doing an acclimatization hike. All right, here we go. We're starting today's ascent.
Be in a different book. Yeah. And probably.
We got over that really steep part, and this part's way more flat. A good little break. There's a pine tree, and there's another one up there. The hike itself isn't that hard, but the altitude makes it harder. So slow, but that's good. It's good to be slow. I'm taking a little break. I don't feel awesome. I feel a little nauseous and a little weak, but it's not terrible. And once we get to camp, I can lay down, and then I think I'll feel better. I'm not sure how much further we have to go. I'm not very good at estimating, but I think we're at least halfway. The camp is within sight. We're nearly there. Alright, here we are at the 3rd cave. Woo! I'm getting all cleaned off. They insisted. We made it to camp. We have a little bit of time before lunch, so we're gonna relax. Then we'll have lunch. And then I think we're doing an acclimatization hike, and they told me yesterday that it was 400 more meters of altitude gain. I don't know over how many kilometers or miles it is, but hopefully it's not really hard. Our lunch starter today is vegetable noodle soup.
Average con.
For the main, we got this little salad, pizza, chips, chicken, and I got a burger, which is a sandwich. We ate lunch,
It was really good. They feed us really good food, but they give us so much. And they say, oh, you need to eat more, you need to eat more to keep up your energy, but I cannot finish all the food. It's huge. I try my best. Oh, I'm so full. But they told us that we can have a little rest. It's like 12:48 right now. We're gonna rest until 3 or 3:30 and then do the other hike, which is awesome. I could always nap. This is our campsite. Everywhere we've camped so far has been pretty different terrain. It's very shrubby up here. Well, it started raining pretty heavily, and so we're not doing the other hike. It got canceled due to bad weather, which, to be fair, is okay with me. I know James really wanted to go.
Would have been good to get a little bit extra in, but we'll get some extra sleep instead.
They said if it stops raining, we can walk around, though. We're having some ginger tea in the mess tent since it's still raining. So after the tea, we had a little rest and we got all washed up, which was nice. Feel very clean. We're gonna have dinner here shortly. Apparently, we've had a change in plans. We're just doing so well that we're gonna go straight to base camp tomorrow instead of going to the Mawenzi huts and then to base camp. So we might finish a day earlier, or we can choose to descend a little slower if we don't have the energy, as the guide said. Now that all the clouds are gone, you can see where we're going. Wow, just a couple days time. Okay, for tonight's starter, we have butternut soup. Yum. Our main course was chapati, which was so good, and I got vegetable stew, and everyone else got vegetable and beef stew. They were a little sad I didn't eat more, but I ate too many snacks. I couldn't finish it. It was really tasty, though. We're gonna go to sleep now, and tomorrow we're heading up to base camp. So it's a big day. We get to get up at 6. Woo! Good morning. It's day 4. We're appreciating a beautiful sunrise. We're getting ready to have some breakfast, and we're gonna start hiking up that a ways. Our breakfast starter is porridge. You gonna put some honey in there, James?
Thinking what sauce to go for. I'm not sure on honey yet.
For the main, we got pancakes, toast, sweet potato, fruits, and everybody else got some eggs and some sausage too. It's a bit colder today. I put my jacket on. I'll probably get too hot in like 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. We have 7 kilometers.
So, creep with the peak. Day 4. All the way to the base camp. With Team Tabasamu, Kuna Matata. Tabasamu!
The incline isn't that much, but it feels really tough because of the altitude. But I know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We just gotta keep going, and God's got the rest. The porters put us to shame. They're super fast and they're carrying 25 kilograms that whole top hack is just balancing on his head. Yay for the porters. We're grateful for them. A lot of respect for these guys. We get to go up that hill. It's windy and dusty and dry, so we put our buffs up, and that's helping. One step at a time. We got over that one hill. Here comes another one. Oh, thank goodness we made it over those hills. That was a little steep part. Oof. Now it's a little flat for a bit. Thank goodness. We're taking a little break. They gave us some mango juice and cookies as a snack. There's loads of cairns up here. And people have written things with rocks on the ground as well. This trail seems to just keep going and going. Well, we're getting some interesting rock formations to look at. It's pretty cool to be above the clouds also. It just keeps going and going. I think we'll take a break at the top of this hill. I gotta readjust my shoes. Just think my little jelly things are slipping down. Almost there, almost to the top of this. Oof. Look what was waiting for us at the top of this hill. Our camp is within sight. Okay, I adjusted my shoes. Got a drink and a snack. Thanks to James, he had an extra juice, so I got to have one. Last little stretch. Once we make it up and over those rocks, I think it's a straight shot to base camp. We can do it. One more pass. Okay, here comes the tough part. Oh man, gotta get out these rocks. Help me, Lord. Woo! Let's go. It's right there. We're here. We made it. Only a little bit to get up there, but that's tomorrow. It's tomorrow's problem. Just focus on today. Alright, here we are at the Kibo huts. Also known as base camp. I get to hang out tonight here. No more hiking today. Yay! Here's our camp for tonight.
Ate all the sugary foods all at once.
For lunch, we're having banana stew. So we had some lunch and then we got a briefing about the ascent to the summit. We get to rest right now. We're gonna have dinner around 5 and then go straight back to sleep because we get to wake up at 2 a.m. and we'll start hiking by 3.
Bright and early.
I don't feel very good. My throat hurts and my nose is kind of runny, but it's really dry. I can't tell if it's from like the weather or if I'm getting a cold. I just feel really tired, but it's time for dinner, so I'm gonna get up and eat as much as I can and then just go back to sleep. For dinner, we had soup for a starter, and then we had spaghetti with vegetable sauce. I didn't feel super good, so I ate some soup, some pasta, some bread. They also had those fried bananas for dessert again, which were so good, but I could only eat like one bite of it, and then I was like, oh, I need to go lay down. James ate a lot, though. Good job, James.
Had to put in some work.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get changed into my summit clothes, so that when I wake up, I'm just ready to go.
It's an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm ready early. I'm ready to sleep, though.
Good night.
Mala salam. Good morning. It's 2:30. It's summit day. We're gonna have some snacks and then we're gonna start going up there. It's really windy and it's cold, so we're nice and layered up and we have extra layers in our packs. Okay, we ate some popcorn, had some toast, and now we're off. Let's do it. You can't really see anything because it's dark, but I think that's good. Just have to focus on the next step, not too far ahead. Well, we've been hiking up this super steep hill for like 2 hours and I feel like we barely moved. I can't see anything. Well, the sun is finally coming up, just a little bit. Hopefully it'll come up some more, be a little warmer in a minute, or maybe an hour early.
What a beautiful view of sunrise. You keep going pole with Team Tabasam. They're doing great. They're doing amazing.
Once they're every step.
Yeah, that's it. With the great team on Kilimanjaro. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Kuna Matata. Done.
Wow, what an amazing view.
Or if you need to take a break, take a break. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's James. And there comes the sun. Here we go.
Okay, so you can see Team Tabasam are stronger coming up to Uhuru. Yeah, amazing morning. And you can see also Mawenzi. And in the sun rising coming up. Oh, amazing. Everybody's okay. Wow, so hakuna shida. Hakuna shida. Pole pole.
Good job, Team Tawasam. You're doing amazing. And also, we get a spectacular views of sunrise. Wow, beautiful. What a day. Great day today. We are on our way to Uhuru Peak, and now we come close to the spectacular views with Mawenzi Peak behind with the sunrise. It's looking gorgeous. It's looking gorgeous, guy. Wow, this is amazing, beautiful.
Okay, we've been going about 3 hours. The sun is up, which is nice. This is no joke. This is a toughie. What do you think, James?
We're getting closer though.
Yeah.
I can see it.
We're getting closer. Gives hope.
Ellie,
Buddy,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Are you enjoying this?
Not really.
What?
The views are nice, but it's hard.
It's hard work.
So, you make my video to be... All right, if you say so, it's okay. It's fine. James, tell me. How are you doing so far?
Doing well.
Uh-huh. Are you enjoying this?
It's hard work, but it's all gonna be worth it.
No way, I don't need this video. No! I don't need this video anymore. My people say it's hard. What? Say easy. I need to get a more client according to your video. If you say it's easy, keep going. More client income.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, ina record tena. Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana wageni.
Wageni wakaribishwa
Wapi?
Kilimanjaro. Hakuna matata.
Na huyo Eli wetu.
Hakuna matata.
Uhuru atafika.
Hakuna matata.
Sunrise ndiyo hiyo.
Hakuna matata.
Polepole ndiyo mwendo.
Hakuna matata.
Na James atafika.
Hakuna matata.
Polepole ndiyo mwendo.
Hakuna matata.
Uhuru ni karibu.
Hakuna matata.
Na furaha wako nayo.
Hakuna matata.
Say jambo.
Oh,
Jambo bwana.
habari gani?
Wewe.
Nzuri sana.
Sema tena.
Wageni wakaribishwa
Ndiyo.
Kilimanjaro. Hakuna matata.
Asante.
Nothing like some juice and a song to keep you going.
Hakuna matata.
Uhuru ni karibu.
Hakuna matata.
We came from all the way down there.
Good, guys.
We still have some to go.
Okay, guys. So now we are in Hasmere Cave. This cave is Hasmere Cave. Is the memory of one of the person from Germany who was the first person climb Kilimanjaro since a long time, and he was coming here and he died here. But he did Mawenzi Peak also for several times, and then when coming up to Uhuru Peak, he was finding the peak and uphill was the last point, and he died here. So this is the memory of Hans Meyer, and the cave is called Hans Meyer Cave.
All right, thank you.
Come and see me. Some water?
This is so steep, y'all. Don't let what's behind me fool you. That's not even the top. That's just one checkpoint. This is super hard. Really, really hard. I'm calling upon the Lord to help me. I keep thinking we're almost there, but there's still so much to go. We could do it, we could do it, we could do it.
Right. Weak. So do it.
We just have to get up there.
Manage yourself.
It's right up there. We're down here. We're doing well. Look at all the progress we've made. Just a little bit more.
I'm really exhausted. My legs hurt. And I don't really want to keep going. But we're really close, so I think we can't really give up now. That would be lame. So. This section is all climbing and it's super hard. Praise God. That was so hard.
We came from all the way down there. We have climbed all the way up to Gilman's Point. Just a couple more stops along the way, and we will be there. Beautiful.
One of wet like raven on top.
There's snow up here.
That's great frozen ice. It's looking gorgeous. Wow. Look like a mirror. Yeah. As well. See the crater. Far away. See the glaciers looking great far away there. Beautiful. With Tim Tabasam, pole pole to the peak.
Well, I threw up. What's new? They said we're at Stella Point? Stella Peak? Stella Point?
Stella Point.
We're at Stella Point. They said eat something, and then if you can eat it, then you can keep going. And I was like, okay, I'll try. We're gonna keep going. We're almost there.
One more stop.
Yeah, go zoom.
Okay, so Team Tabasamu, we are on the way now to Uhuru Peak from Stella Point. And you can see from now Omari, the guide, behind Omari, the Ellie and James, yeah, they are stronger on the way to Uhuru Peak. Oh, everything is okay. Amazing.
Good job, Team Tabasam. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. Pole, pole. All the way to the top of Africa.
Okay, so this is the top of Africa, Kilimanjaro, and the point is called Uhuru Peak. So Uhuru Peak is the highest point which people conquer and coming with a stronger with Climbing Kilimanjaro company. So we can say thank you, Climbing Kilimanjaro, for providing this, and you can see the guys coming from far away. The chief guide, Omari, professor, is coming with Ellie and James and Mayo. So that is very, very, very good and successful. Amazing. You're welcome. Yeah, Team Tabasam, successful and conquer Uhuru Peak. Oh, very happy champions about the champions. Okay, very. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Team Tabasam with the Professor Omari, Chief Guide Professor Omari. Successful, and everybody is happy. Oh my God. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I don't want to do that ever again. It's over.
We finally made it. And I was just so overcome with emotion. I'm so happy that we made it. It was really hard. Oh, thank you to James, because he just kept encouraging me the whole way, even when I wanted to quit. I thought I was only gonna make it to the first peak because I was like, I can't keep going, and he said, just try, and so I did. Shout out to Mom and Dad. I'm so happy we did that. 4 months ago, I donated my kidney, and today, through the power of Christ, I conquered Mount Kilimanjaro!
Team Tabasam, we made it. Team Tabasam, we made it. Let's say that. Team Tabasam, we made it. Team Tabasam, we made it. Thank you very much indeed. One of our clients, so he did a great thing to save a life for someone. We didn't know him, but also he gave out one of his kidney to save his life or his life. So he'll tell himself, but we bring this thing here to show appreciation for what she did as climbing Kilimanjaro. So she's going to open it for appreciation for her company. Also, you can say something about it.
Thank you! It was really hard, but I'm glad I made it.
So you're happy?
Yeah.
It's free, so you can appreciation.
No? I need help.
See, yes. This is Climbing Kilimanjaro.
can say the word. I give up my kidney, this and this, that'd be good. We'd be happy for that.
Okay, I gave my kidney 4 months ago. I decided to climb Mount Kilimanjaro to raise awareness for living kidney donation. So if I can donate my kidney and climb this, you can donate your kidney and live a normal, happy, healthy life.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
Oh my gosh. This is harder than climbing the mountain.
That's very funny. Thank you very much.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Ellie and James.
Yay!
Thank you so much, guys.
With Chief Guide Professor Omari.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome. This was a tough journey, but it would not have been doable without a great crew. We had wonderful chefs down at the bottom, amazing porters getting us everything up here, and especially on the summit day, we had 3 amazing people helping us all the way up. And it was tough to do, but it was doable because of these people. It was an amazing time that I'll remember forever.
Alright, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Alright, thank you, Climbing Kilimanjaro! Yoo-hoo!
Alright, after a much deserved celebration, we're heading down. Good for us. We've been descending for a while and it's pretty hard because it's like a bunch of loose gravel. I've already fallen 4 times. Well, we made it back to camp after a very steep ascent, or descent I should say. And yep, both. And I fell a lot of times. But I wasn't injured, so thank goodness. Thank the Lord. I'm ready to just lay down for real. But we did it. Yeah. That was like the hardest day of my life. And my feet are 7 flavors of messed up. I'm really glad that we don't have to do any more hiking today.
But we lived.
We lived. We survived. Okay, we had a rest and now we're having noodle soup. Delicious. James got an omelet and vegetable sauce.
You're taking his job.
And I got fries. Mm. Good morning. We both don't feel super great. We have runny noses. So we decided that we were gonna try to just go the whole way down so that we could sleep in a hotel tonight, get a hot shower. We're having some pancakes for breakfast and fruit. And James had some eggs, which are now gone. Yep. It's 28 kilometers. I think we can do it. It's all downhill.
Hopefully, we got it.
Okay, here we go. We're ready to go down.
James outside. It's good. All is good.
Can you even believe we were on top of that yesterday? Wow, good for us. Well, looks like we're pretty close to our first checkpoint of the day. Not too shabby.
Team Tabasam across the bridge.
James. James. What is your name?
James,
What is your quest?
to get down from Kilimanjaro.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
African or European?
African!
I don't know.
But this is called sandpaper flower.
Okay.
There's some eland up on the hill. They're a type of large antelope.
Through the jungle, we start to see the huts.
Currently in the Tanzanian jungle after dark, thanks to my lack of toenails. Thank you to James for helping me, and also Amari and Joel for helping me, and everybody else here on the team. We were saved. I was saved. God bless these wonderful people. Well, we made it back to the hotel, and the only thing I can say is relief. I'm ready to take a shower, in case anyone wanted to know. In case you wanted to know what my feet look like. It was hurting here. It doesn't look that bad, actually. My freaking toe is... I can't actually believe it's still even attached. I don't know if it really is. Hello, good morning. We had a really great sleep. Super deep sleep. We had some breakfast. I'm not looking my best. I have a 2nd-degree sunburn on the bridge of my nose. And I have some burning just around here as well, so that's why my eyes are swollen. I also have a burn here. And my hands. Only half of my hands because my sleeve came up to that point. Could be worse. I think we're gonna be okay. My feet don't look great either, but we booked some spa treatments. We're gonna spoil ourselves today. I think we deserve it.